Ooh, sorry. Hello, it is Holly and I am back with another video. Today we are going to do some book recommendations, and I've been trying to take advantage of my Kindle Unlimited as I'm trying to save money. I want to make sure this layer is very short. Anyways, I want to actually take advantage of my Kindle Unlimited as I try to save money, so that if I'm using it, if I'm paying for it, that I'm actually utilizing it. And to me, that means if I average out to like 2 to 3 books a month, that means to me that I feel like it was well worth the money. I thought I would do a video just making some recommendations of contemporary romances that are currently on Kindle Unlimited that I would recommend. So a lot of these are actually series, so I'm going to mention the first book, but they're a series. But yes, and I tried to not like repeat things. A lot of these authors have multiple series or books in KU, but I'm specifically only mentioning one, but most likely if I'm recommending them, I'm recommending something else. So first is, of course, The Deal, the off-campus series by Elle Kennedy. I love that even though that these have been picked up by, I think it's Berkeley, maybe it was Bloom. Does Bloom own Berkeley? I don't know. I'm not really, also if you can hear weird noises, it's my washer. That these are still available on Kindle Unlimited. Now I own like 3 copies of each of these books in the off-campus series, but it's awesome that you can also get them on Kindle Unlimited. These are 4 books. There's like a 5th kind of like follow-up novel following like all the characters basically. 4 romances that basically follow 4 friends who play hockey together in college, and it's each of their romances. I believe The Mistake, the second book, was my first Elle Kennedy book ever. I read it because of the DBSA podcast and really loved it, and The Deal is very popular. There's also a spin-off series now for this, which I've also been enjoying. Next is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This is the only book I've read in the series and the only book I've read by Lucy Score. I read it on audio, but the ebooks are available on Kindle Unlimited. I will say I gave this 4 stars. I enjoyed it, but I do agree with a lot of complaints that it is a tad long, but generally I enjoyed it. Next is Burnout and the Holland Brothers series by Rebecca Jenshak. The 3rd book just recently came out. I haven't read it yet. Oh my gosh. I thought somebody was like breaking into my house. It was free. I don't know what she was doing, but she's trying to jump on a counter, but like that height is not hard for her. Is your brother over there? Are you guys battling? Is that what happened? I don't know. She is completely alone over there, so that was very weird. Anyways, so yes, I had read some Rebecca Jenshak before this, but Burnout was the book that like really made me kind of like really enjoy her books, and now I've read several and everything. Next is Flawless by Elsie Silver. This series is Chestnut Springs. I think I've read the first 2 books in the series. I'm honestly not the biggest Elsie Silver fan, but it's easy for me to recommend books that I don't enjoy, and obviously a lot of people love Elsie Silver. I did give Flawless 4 stars. I just like don't ever feel the desire to go back to the series. Sorry, I know that like I probably should like move them or something when they do this. I'm not. I don't care. They can just block me. It's fine. So hello. Do you need love and attention? Is that what you need? I interrupted your nap earlier. I'm sorry. Oh no, you just want to be near me? I can't pet you. Okay. Noted. But these are like small town romances. And like I said, these are very popular. Elsie is very popular. Just not 100% for me. Next is Reckless Memories and the Wrecked series by Cowles. I also read these on audio. I got the first 3 books in like an audiobook bind up, which was awesome. And I had read, I think, one Cowles book before this, and I didn't love it. And so I decided to give this a try, and these I absolutely adored. They're like small town romantic suspense, and I Absolutely adored them. Especially the first 3 books follows 3 childhood friends, and this, like, some of them like return to the small town that they grew up in and everything, and it's in like the Pacific Northwest, I think. And you follow their friendship and then their romance. I thought they were all amazing, very emotional, exactly what I wanted when I was reading them. Next is another one that this author and I don't particularly like mesh well, although this was probably my favorite book by her. And that is from Lukov with Love. Mariana Zapata is incredibly popular, but her romances are slow burn, and they're slow burn. And they are also usually on the longer side, and at least all the ones I've read only follow the female POV. I've talked about this many times. I don't particularly like that in my romances. But I did see several of her books were on Kindle Unlimited, if not all of them. This was my favorite by her, so definitely recommend. Next is Totally Folked by Reid. Unfortunately, the Winston brothers and my boy Cletus is not on Kindle Unlimited. But Totally Folked, which is kind of a spin-off from the Winston Brothers series, is, I can't remember what the series is called. I've only read the first book, but it's small town, like Appalachia, Tennessee, romances. A lot of times characters come in who aren't from there. That's the case in this first book. I just love Reid. And finally is Hero and the Morgan Brothers series by Rowe. I have read all the Rowe books I've read have been on audio, and I've read almost every book by her, but I think the Morgan Brothers might be my favorite series by her. A lot of her books are interconnected, but they like can be read as standalones or as a series. So this series follows the Morgan brothers. It's a set of brothers, and then one brother, Peen, his best friend Xander gets a story in here as well. And they're all a little different. Like Hero is about a firefighter, and Peen is about like an actor, dancer, like think Magic Mike. Xander is a bodyguard. His romance is with his like charge, basically. Aloha, she's a musician. These books definitely, like I said, interact with other books, and you see some like rock star romances, you meet other characters, there's like spin-offs and everything. I like that personally. I love that the world feels very real. Like as I read more and more of her, it's like these are people I know, like the celebrities, the other artists. It's like you're living in this world, and I love that. Yes, those are quite a few. This was very short, so sorry if I didn't talk about them that much, but several books on Kindle Unlimited that are contemporary romances that I recommend. I think a lot of these are very popular. Some are a little on the older side, and some I feel like don't get as much attention. There were some on there that are incredibly popular that I just chose not to mention. And again, like a lot of Elle Kennedy is on there. I think all of Lucy Score is. A lot of Elsie Silver. I may have called out specific series. A lot of Rebecca Jenshak. A lot of her series, if not all of them, are on KU. But she scared me again. She's eating. I'm on edge. But so those are some just Kindle Unlimited recommendations for you. If you have any contemporary romance Kindle Unlimited recommendations, let me know. I've been really into contemporary right now, I feel like for like the last year or two. So feel free to leave that below. I do really like sports romance. Even though I didn't talk a lot about sports romance here, it is something I do really enjoy. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.